Well, I tested it, but I guess it still doesn't work. Well, I want that idea. Intro. Greetings. I tested that this weekend and it worked just fine, but I guess I think it's a Google thing, it seems. So, all right, greetings everyone. Thank you for joining us for tonight's channeling. I think my audio is working. Something's working here. Okay. All right, here we go. Blessings. Thank you for joining us. I can't think of it. Yeah, just messages, my short portion, and then Q&A. Which one? Yeah, here we go. I am Gabriel. I'm sending you light, understanding of your dimensions of consciousness. Your Mother Earth has been somewhat hostile in some regard in your California area. Yes, due to many manipulations to your energies, but also human consciousness is being opened in certain ways. There are places of your California that is opening parts of it, at least, of what life is about, secrets of your universe connected to your Earth. There's many portals in California that are being disrupted by this fire also. There is alien wars, yes, in that area, but also near North Korea also. And angelic, but also humans are letting, ever so slightly, letting go of the material world and discovering more about their spirit self. Skeptical of their spirit self as we see, but still allowing it to grow. And that is, yes, it's always been around, but it is changing slightly different as many are taking more of it seriously, which is changing the energies of your Earth to allow it to more heal, understanding. Basically, it brings out more understanding of why you are all here. Many are connecting with that vibration. It all depends on the individual, of course. There's so much skepticism because the material world is much more attractive, as you might see, and difficult to let go of, for some, of course. Blessings. Greetings to you. This is Neiman with the Essassani race. Blessings. We are sending you, yes, understands of your realities. Yes, there's different dimensions. Many of you are connecting more. Dimensions of more prosperity, but also with less materialism and more spiritual awareness. We do see a high rate of this going on and continue to do so. As yes, the mind control of your material world is slowly falling apart. Slowly, as we see, yes, it's hard to see a new reality, but in our front, it is slowly letting go in some areas. That is causing much of your difficulties here at this time. Yes, looking out is easy, but looking in is a whole other story. But yes, that is being explored. Even through your spiritual circles, looking in is a little bit difficult for some. They only see so far. But at this time, yes, your Hollywood is going through a transformation. It will take some time for it to fully let all of its skeletons out. But yes, other places are going to follow. Eventually, you'd be surprised, even in your scientific communities, there's much need to be done there also in a different way. As much as being kept from you, such as medicines to make you healthier, has been held back greatly. So there's many scandals underworld that has not been explored, and you are slowly allowing it to come back into your reality of what is best for you. So you always put that intention. What is best for us? You'd be surprised what is to come next. So we're here to assist you with your questions whenever you're ready.
Okay, thank you so much, Neiman, for coming in.
Yes.
First up is Kingsley.
Greetings. Do I have any messages? Oh yeah.
Any messages? One moment. Yes, you've been connecting to Lucifer a lot recently, the Archangel energies. How to deal with negativity, but also how to keep your balance and to raise your vibration. What better person to connect to seems to be Lucifer for your level of expertise at this time. There has been some blockages. Yes, I believe this is mentioned before, of reptilian that is at a distance but still around you, but not necessarily affecting you. But there also seem to be part of your training of how to handle that type of vibration. How to keep your vibration high as a archon to interfere in your energy field. Blessings.
Do you know why they were doing that? Blocking?
Well, they don't want you to connect. Well, partly they're kind of confused on why you want to connect more to your abilities, and others are kind of threatened by it. As you do it, others will follow. Others are in some ways, but as that becomes the norm, was for some of you connecting more to your higher self, basically, will cause difficulties for them to keep a lid on your planet. All right. Yes, go on, please.
Okay, we're going to move on to Daria.
Hello, Neiman.
Yes.
Newman, yeah, from Essassani.
Yes.
So, do you got any plot twist for me?
One moment. Yes, you've been, one moment. Yes, clearing lower energies from your vibration. Kind of like devil energies, mostly from a male energy source. We do see some of them kind of turning into devils for a little bit.
Oh, yeah. Kind of know where you're going.
Yeah, some of them are wagging their tails, which is quite bizarre.
Yeah, and I took the tail and throw him away.
Yes, and they seem to be Yes, kind of, yes, angry at you because you're not falling for their reality farce.
Because I go because I'm like just went 24 hours and I was on to my next mission.
Yes. Well, yeah, you basically popped their bubble.
Cool.
Is what they're saying.
What's their bubble?
Their reality that they're trying to put you into, basically.
Oh no. Well. Good one. So, do you have like funny pockets to me, like from personally?
One moment. Well, there seems to be, one moment, Jupiter energies around you at this time. One moment. Yes, there seems to be a closure around you, meaning your higher self seems to be keeping much of this closed down for us to connect with. What we did see is, one moment, alligator heads. But walking on them. But yeah, it's quite cryptic, as you can see. One moment. Well, yes, apparently you go to a reality where like human heads turn to like a balloon.
I see that. Yes. So, and I see somebody there from our group there.
Probably, yes.
Okay. So,
it's kind of like a circus reality you go to in some degree.
Cool.
Their heads blow up and they fly away.
Cool.
But you can pull them down with a string. So yes, it's a very, it seems to be in the Jupiter energies. It seems to be like a fantasy dimension, a comedy dimension, is what we're seeing.
That's nice.
Yes, it is. It's a place you can also find secrets. People that make cryptic messages around there. It's kind of like a circus world, you could say.
Cool. I'll connect to that in a few.
Yes.
Well, thank you very much and have an awesome one.
Okay, next up is David. His first question, have I been anywhere interesting in astral?
Yes, one moment. Well, yes. Well, it seems like yes. You have been part of the government energies of this world, but it's been off-world. See much on Venus's moons, where much of the government energies have been collecting recently. They can connect to different parts of the galaxy, of course, but right now it seems to be in Venus, where you're part of this governmental gathering with extraterrestrials and human. Apparently, the elite have chose one of Venus's moons. They're not going into detail at this time. That seems to be one of the places you're going to, and also, one moment. Once again, your Martian colonies are where a lot of you spend most of your time. There's reptilian energy that you're calming down the manipulations. Some more whistleblowers can come into your reality and bring you more data. That is happening whittle by whittle. Of course, some are still quite frightened to bring out information and also expose others that say that they're from there, but I've been manipulated greatly. So, of course, that still brings some confusion, but some of that energy does exist with this. We'll leave you with that. Blessings.
Okay, and David would also like to know if there's messages from anyone.
Yes, you've been connected to the star children called Galactus. It is a Zeta Gray hybrid group. It's humanoid. It has a Zeta. Zetas look very human, basically. They have emotions. They are a new race, hybrid race, that seems to be not necessarily interacting with your world, mostly studying it. And you're part of this race also. You are one of his teachers, what we are seeing. But also you have a hybrid child in it, but also we do see one of your another aspect involved, but they're not being clear, but their position is. But this is the energy field that you're connected to. Yes, it is a group of little people, but they look very human. Yes, they look slightly gray, of course, but still very human way. Blessings.
Okay, my name is Stacy.
Yes.
And my first question, last night I was guided to have a detox bath with some essential oils and salts and stuff. But I felt like it was more just me needing to be in warm water for whatever the reason was. And I ended up having a lot of energy moving through my body in that bath. And then it also followed me about 20 to 30 minutes afterwards. And I was just wondering what that was about.
Well, yes, it's to clear out low energies, clear out the old energies, basically. Allow you to see more angelic downloads from what it seems. But also, it's you have elemental energies you've been connected to also, basically, so you can receive a healing from the elemental energies that's been quite strong with you. I also see Yeshua's energy also assisting, basically opening up your channeling ability. It's little by little as the time is needed for your messages to come through. But you are being assisted on opening up that channel. Basically, with the elementals, you might feel the fairy energy around you. You probably already do, but receiving messages in due time. They're just monitoring at this time. Blessings.
Okay. Are there any other messages then from Yeshua?
Yes, one moment. Well, he said you're being tested, but in astral, you're being tested. You're not fully aware of it for good reason, but it's also help you're perfecting your spiritual abilities, your channeling abilities. It's not the time right for your channeling to go public or to really enhance himself. It does seem like you're clearing out some low energies first. You are still opening that passageway, but they're not. One moment. Yes, you are connected to much of the angelic armies, they say, angelic light. There's also an army there also basically receiving more data of the angelic realms, basically. Now, yeah, there's been much detail of it, but there's so much more to be downloaded. What do we do with that? Blessings.
Okay, thank you so much. Next up is Liz.
Hello.
Yes, please.
Greetings. Well, I'm a little bit confused. Sometimes when I'm talking to my husband about current events and the spiritual level of it, in awakening, it's at a point he starts changing and getting very angry, but his energy level is very negative, and I can sense that energy. So lately I've been walking away when he starts getting that way, and I say, well, you have to control your energy now. Is that some entity that is taking over him, or is just his emotional reaction for not understanding?
There is a slight Anunnaki energy around him that is causing confusion. And that confusion caused disruption and anger. He's not fully connecting to it. Basically, he's not really settled on his path yet. So it's causing aggravation. And also just he's juggling a lot of things, it seems, at this time. There is a slight, not to say this is a negative entity, but it's not exactly helping either. They're trying to give him guidance, actually, but when it gets to him, he kind of doesn't know what to do with it. So I don't really see it.
So would it be like a conflict of belief systems?
Yes. It's kind of like he receives information, he kind of rejects it. It's like, I'm not sure if I want to get involved with this. Something along those lines, what we were saying.
I see. Okay. Another thing that I observed is with our community here, with Ivan and the community, a lot of it's very, very often now, and I can just go look what's going on in the community, and it's like we are totally connected in some level. So it makes me think that we are in this together, in this mission together. So was it a soul contract or something like that?
Well, yeah, some of you might see
With the community?
each of you, all of you on ship. Maybe not all of you, but on a mothership coming from different species. You all have kind of connected on mothership and astral quite often. Contracted, yes. Some change those contracts. But yes, you're all still kind of not always connecting at the same time. But the energy, at times, you do have a get together sort of like this, but it's quite different, of course. So yes.
That's very nice. Thank you.
Okay, next up is Mary.
Hello.
Yes.
My question is if you got any messages for me.
One moment. Yes, your guides are just speaking of your one moment. Of your responsibility, of your abilities, that you're taking your time with understanding it, but also the exploring. There's much responsibility that comes with your abilities, and so you're exploring those responsibilities at this time. So taking it easy is good. You're gradually allowing it to come through, and also there's a feline energy around you, it seems, assisting you. There's also an insectoid energy, it seems, also of a positive that's assisting you also. Of course, you have angels, of course, but you have an extraterrestrial assistance there. Assistance.
Great, thank you. Questions. I was wondering if you had any messages for my husband, Angel.
Yes, one moment. Yes, there is sometimes a reptilian presence around him. But it's interesting, though, this reptilian is quite similar to his energy. So they kind of like their movements are the same.
Mm-hmm.
And they act the same at times. It's quite humorous, actually, depending on the way you look at it. There's also a Palladian presence around him at this time that is assisting him in his direction. And this seems to be from our perspective, a light that is being shined on him for assistance as for his awakening process. There's still some hesitation there, so he kind of shuts it down at times. But it seems to be coming out of his shadow, it seems. Blessings.
Okay. Blessings. Thank you very much.
Okay, Emmy.
Hello, Neiman. How are you?
Greetings. We are doing well. Thank you.
Thank you for being here. We're related, aren't we?
Oh, we're all related.
Yes. My question is for my dog. She's very picky when she eats. As of late, what do you recommend that I feed her?
One moment. Well, I don't think it's the food. It's just she has not. Her appetite isn't been all that. All we see are like dog treats at first. Her appetite. She's kind of lost her appetite. It seems. Maybe more healthier foods. Of course, she is already healthy, but she just seems to lost her appetite at the time. I believe it'll return. Just to try other things, try little snack things. But right now it seems, I believe it's just a energy change is causing it.
Oh, probably the move from Alabama back to Miami.
Yes, it just seems to be she's doing well. She'll eat when she needs to, but I don't believe it's not the food, it's just the energy around it seems.
Okay. And my next question is for me. I'm just in a weird place right now energetically. I was considering what depression medications would be the least harmful, and I don't generally take those. So what advice do you have for me in my path at this moment?
One moment. Well, it seems like what it is some of your, one moment. Yes, it's the pressures of the everyday. We're not really sure if any depression medicine will really work. Well, your local pharmacist most likely will bring. So, I believe this has to do with your diet regime that's causing much of your depression and the choices that are coming. So as for it to really do much good, it's hard to say. We do recommend different vitamin supplements to change to help with your diet transformation. But that is something you have to choose on what you want in your diet, though.
Can you tell me what vitamins specifically? Because I've been taking a lot of vitamins. I take lots of vitamins.
Never too many. Yes. One moment. Only thing we're picking up is vitamin C. You can also add more vitamin C to your diet. That should help somewhat with your depression energy. Basically, just that type of, not necessarily of a vitamin, but more of a juice. We really recommend more of that to help with your diet regime.
Okay.
That's what we're picking up on this time. Yes, it's small, but it should also open you up to other fruits to consume as for a drink, at least.
Okay, thank you so much.
Yes.
I appreciate it.
Okay, next up is Miguel.
Hello, Neiman.
Yes, greetings.
Thank you for answering our questions today.
Yes.
My first question is about a dream I had last night. Somebody was telling me that aliens were going to visit me soon, and I would like to know who this was and if aliens are going to visit me.
Well, technically, they already are visiting you. But as for being, I believe it'll be the Nordics. As for who told you that, I believe it was the Nordics, from what I can tell, because they can pass by. They can, yes, because they're not noticed. They won't be noticed, let's put it that way. Just go with the flow, basically. They like your energy flow, and it has to do with your mission. But you'll know when you see them.
Okay. And my second question is, are there any messages from the Nordics or my star family?
Yes, there's. This is from both. This would be very subtle. Not to put too much into this, but it'll be very subtle, and there'll be one event, and 2 events, 3 events. Meaning this won't be the last time this will happen. It'll be a couple of times. There's going to be a change in events for you. Nothing drastic. But just go about your everyday. You most likely will get a thought of doing something different and not realizing you're doing something different. And then most likely then you'll see them. So you'll be basically guided to them. Let's put it that way. So, and you won't know it until it happens. That's what we're seeing. So you're not going to go somewhere new and say, oh, no, look, I'm going to read the aliens. No, you won't know that until it happens. That's what they're saying at this time.
Sounds good. Thank you, Neiman. Blessings to you.
Okay, next up is Colin.
Hi, Neiman.
Yes, greetings.
Greetings. I'm wondering if there are any messages for me.
Yes, your guides are just saying, just make peace with yourself. not to say you don't already have that, but there's nothing wrong with more peace. There is been some hostility going on between just around you, and basically whatever it takes to just relax your energies, basically. Yes, it's like you're on a roller coaster ride, but the idea is to relax during the ride, not feel the tension of it. Basically, so you can sleep during it. You probably already know where I'm going. You understand all this. So, the more you do that, the less it will bother you that you're going through all this. That is a message.
I see. Thank you. And there was a dream I had the other night, and there's a little being that was there. It was kind of like a red caterpillar standing upright with really long white whiskers coming off. And I was wondering what that being was and if there is any messages around that dream.
But yes, it's a sign of good luck. They're not really saying what they're connected to. Basically, it's part of your spirit animal that's connected, that you are being guided to the right direction. And I believe there's a lot of colors around there, that being. And it's just showing your aura, and also just it's transition energies, basically. And just yes, they say that there's a they show a mountains, but you are crossing around the mountain at this time, and it'll be worth your while, basically. You might have to crawl, you might have to go up it or around it. Either way, you will find what you're looking for. And yes, so it's a struggle to go around this place, but it is worth it.
They're saying that the process I'm in right now is like going over a mountain. Is that what I'm
Yes.
I see.
Or being pushed down it. As sometimes you might feel. They wanted to add that. But either way, it's still, even so, it's still worth it. You will get a lot out of it, basically.
I see. Thank you.
We're sucked into it. They even show that. So, as much as this.
Okay.
It's all
Thank
cryptic,
you.
basically.
Yeah, I get it. I totally get it.
Yes.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yes.
Blessings.
Okay, next up is Amarin.
Greetings.
Hello, Neiman. Sorry. What was my questions? I forgot them. Oh yeah. My questions was, is there any messages from what was his name? Sanat Kumara. The being called Sanat Kumara.
Yes.
He's from Venus.
Yes.
Not originally, but he resides there.
But yes, they're bringing much healing energy to you, because there's been an Anunnaki presence around you for such a long time. They're bringing you balanced energies, but also you being brought to the center of the earth as you're bonding into Mother Earth's energies. Basically, your energy is being brought into, you can say, the Earth's atmosphere, so others can see more, those that are willing to receive your energy field, to see more, basically see more energy apparitions, basically connect to their energy talents, their spiritual talents. And you are there to assist them in their dream state, is what they're saying. So those that are becoming more awakened, but which connect more to the energies of themselves, where their origins come from, who are like a teacher, basically. And I believe this is going on at this time, as for the teaching energy.
Okay, so I am just expanding my energy to everyone. Is that what it is?
Yes, to those that wish to experience it, yes.
Yeah, I have been feeling that in astral, or have remembering that, where I just expand my energy to all of, as much as I can, to the universe, and people do feel it. Like, oh, that's that energy.
Correct.
And my second question is, I was out of my body last night, I think, or a few nights ago, and then I met a boy, a little kid, and when I came out, I just went to him and hugged him and said, "I love you." And then we were talking together, and he said he had like 2 kids and so on, and he was explaining to me many things. We were talking together. Who was this kid, and why did he appear to me? I don't know why he was waiting for me, actually.
From what we are seeing, this is a spirit guide. A spirit guide is taking that form.
So he was not a kid?
I do not think so, but the reason for that kid is that you're not having anything to worry. Not to say you have a worry of an adult, but a kid seems to be the best for this. The spirit energy is very youthful, so that's why, but also very knowledgeable. Yeah.
Okay, but can you tell me why he appeared? What the reason was for that?
Guidance. I believe this is a new spirit guide energy around you from what we are seeing.
Okay. All right.
And it will come to you.
Because I do call on the angels whenever I come out to see them and speak with them.
Yes.
But this time it was this little kid.
Yes, a guide. Yes, a guide that has not really spoken to you very often. It's been around for some time, but not for the long haul.
Okay. Well, thank you very much. Yes. That was it for me. And we will see each other, perhaps, in your ship or wherever you are.
Yes, we will be around. And also, we get the name of Artemis. Artemis, something along those lines. We get that name.
I think that is connected with me, that Greek god. Okay.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Yes.
Bye.
Okay, Daniel.
Hello, Neiman.
Yes.
Thank you for being here.
Yes.
My first question has to do with my root chakra. How it feels like whenever I try to do much of anything, I feel like mostly spider energies, but I'm sure there's probably more stuff going on around there. But I just feel like overall, like I don't really have much control over my root chakra. I can't really see it very well. Can't really interact with it very well. And I want to get a clearer picture of what's going on there, who the spider entities are, and like what else is going on there.
Well, yes, it seems like beings are trying to take ownership of it and also remove it, which is not possible, but they're actually trying to take it away from you. From what? Basically, they're trying to lower its energy so much that they can basically take ownership of it. So.
Great.
And this is Anunnaki.
I'm not sure if there's a solution to this.
Mostly Anunnaki is doing this. Yes, you can just, these are Anunnakis they're very connected to before. Spider Anunnakis and Archon Anunnakis of Spider Source. Yes, so you have everybody there, it seems. They don't want you to pay attention to it because that is another source of entry. So,
yeah.
But what they're showing, your guides are showing to get rid of this is, yes, sounds strange, but like a volcano, you go through the top of the volcano into the lava, basically, and you kind of like, I don't know, blow it up, is what they're saying. Maybe not in that regard, but find some way to basically clear it.
Like erupt the volcano, basically.
Exactly,
Even bathe in the lava, basically. Like,
yes.
Great.
Something to look into. But yes, you can take that back, but it's, yes, they're
of course they are. Of course they are. Yeah. Anyway, my second question has to do with even hearing some of the stuff that I just hear going on around me. It feels like this very, around my heart chakra in particular, I feel like this kind of low-key, kind of very bothered energy, very upset, very kind of hates it. It doesn't help me, this feeling in my heart chakra doesn't really help me interact with these entities or find out the sources of everything. It kind of just hates what's going on. And again, it's very subtle. I don't know if you can connect with that and tell me what it is.
Well, what we are seeing, well, this is related. We are seeing an Anunnaki father, an ancient one, called himself Arnott, something along those lines. That is connected to this chakra, and you can also speak to this one. It's an ancient one. He might turn into a reptilian, but he is very Anunnaki. He's an ancient one that you've known in your past. I believe you gave him his rank in the past. Yeah, you have a whole story around you, as you can tell.
Yeah, pretty much.
And this one you should be able to unlock this one from your heart chakra. But this, as soon as we connected to it, we saw him. He came right to us.
Okay, it's like a positive energy trying to help out, basically. That's what I
yes
felt.
And no. Yes and no. Neutral. Kind of.
See.
Yes and no.
Okay. Just like wanted to understand the meaning behind it. Oh, I guess I'll understand in time, but the meaning of that like flaring up, so to speak.
Well, yes, they show a chain around your heart chakra.
Oh, great.
The sun, yes. And that's Anunnaki once again. Oh, but this has to do with karma. That's why the chain is there.
Oh, okay. At least it has a purpose. Thank you.
Okay, next up is Sheena.
Greetings, Neiman. Can you hear me?
Greetings. Yes.
Hello, how are you today?
We are doing well, thank you.
Yeah, good. I was going to ask you something about what happened with it was something my mother saw while she were out walking.
Yes.
There was this very strange being sitting alone, and she said that it was strange because she tried to catch the eyes of the being. She could not do that, and she could not see any wings. It just looked like a furry dot. And she did pick up its, I think its feelings or emotions that, yeah, he or she felt a little bit awkward, maybe. Can you see what that was?
Yes, it's a fallen angel.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. So, what did it want from her?
Attention. Basically, this one made some mistakes and is very hurt by these decisions. I believe it has to do with a love interest, but this one seems to be lost for some time. It's going to be lost for some time, it seems. So
yeah.
You connecting to it might be able to bring healing to this being.
Okay, so it's not the one I do think I keep him in my room till
this is different. Yes, this is different.
This is a different one. Yes. Okay. So she asked if he needed help, and then she can send him love. Then.
Yes, it should be. You should be able to connect to this one.
Okay.
There's a lot of sadness around this one. Yes, but.
Okay, thank you for that.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. And my second question is there any messages for me from anyone?
Yes, one moment. Yes, you're connecting to the Archangel Azrael. Yes.
Yeah.
You're combining to his energies. As for you're taking on some of his responsibilities, that's another reason why that being showed himself. That fallen angel was, you can say, brought to you, or your mother, but other energies and yours are somewhat similar. There's a possibility of more of this happening. Basically, you're going to get glimpses of possibly of other dimensions as real as energies with you as protection energy, but also to give you more understanding of your healings here on this planet. But also, he's giving you a day off. Not going to be all. It's not going to be all of this all the time, but you are combining with his energies, though.
Okay. Thank you so much, and
Yes.
blessings and much love to you.
Yes, blessings.
Okay, so next up is Thomas, and I have his questions here. I see the truth about myself or the spirit I am, but cannot get to it or to come alive as that. Even though, sorry, I have to scroll down a bit.
Yes.
Even though sometimes in meditation I raise my vibration, nothing really changes in my life and I'm still trapped. Can my primary guide say what's missing or what's wrong? Because I don't know what to do.
Well, yes, they say not to take it too seriously. Basically, just live your life. Meditation is good. Just to basically, the idea is to be more relaxed, have more joy in your day. And meditation is good. Energies or music is good for just basically relaxing your energies and allowing the spirit world to come through you. Basically, you will feel more spiritual. Basically, just take a few days of just relaxation. And if you feel like to meditate, see what comes through. You just got to let your nerves go down. Just let things calm down around you. So that's what we see. Not to have any expectations, just you can do this for a week, whatever it feels. But the idea is to have your energies calmer. Blessings.
Okay, second question. Who is my primary guide? And by that I mean the guide which is most connected to me since I was born.
One moment.
And that was for Thomas.
Yes, we're getting the name Daniel. An archangel, Daniel, is very angelic-like. I don't believe this is in your Bible, Archangel Dan. But either way, there is an archangel named Daniel. That is the one. You might see ocean energies around him. Yes, the sea is very close to him. Blessings.
Okay, next up is Lucy.
Hello, Neiman.
Yes, greetings.
Hi. I don't know where my fairies are. I feel like I don't know if I did something that made them mad, or if it's just because I'm feeling ill, or is there a presence around here I need to get rid of because they're afraid?
No, they are there. You're just not seeing them. They are I believe if you're feeling ill,
yes, I've been
you're
ill.
just not seeing them.
Oh, because I've felt, yeah, I'm usually always feeling them, and I haven't for a while.
Well, they have stepped back, but not. Yes, they're in a meeting. They're in a meeting. Yes, they're not going into details, but they are still there. They're just out of your energy range, but they're still there. They have not left you.
So my energy is really low right now, I guess.
Yes, because they show you like where your energy field is, and they're outside ever so slightly. They haven't left your energy field. You just don't feeling them as around. They are. Yeah, there's much going on, as you can tell in the world. They're not going into details at this time.
So it's when I feel better, it'll be back the same. I didn't make them mad or anything.
No, I don't see that.
Okay.
There's some fairy drama going on. They don't want to concern you at all.
Okay. And how
I
about?
believe yes, it has to do with your energy field. As for helping you feel better, also there is some. It has to do with you. So I believe they're keeping entities away from you.
Oh yeah. Oh good. Thank goodness. So okay, about that. Well, do you have any messages from the angelic realm about who is trying to put an attack on me?
Moment. Yes, it does seem like there's an archangel. One moment. yes, Lucifer's energy is being used against you. But the lower energies of Lucifer, dark energies, basically like a dark spell. But it's being taken care of, though.
But who has done this? Who put this spell?
You can say an angel that has gone rogue.
Okay.
A dark angel, yes.
So
I am getting the name Raphael, but it's not the Raphael that you know of. But it is a dark angel called, everybody has. There's like 3 different.
But
Raphaels.
it's not. Well, my
Not the
guardian archangel is Raguel, but not Raphael.
This is an outside source.
Okay.
This is another.
Yes. Did that have to do with the training I was putting them through, or this is just trying to keep me down?
Yes, this one has gone rogue, and it is, trying to keep you down. Yes. Trying to keep you sick for longer than you need to be. Prolonging it seems.
Well, if there's any healing you can give me, I would appreciate it. And
well, Archangel Azrael would be good.
Okay.
Yes, we'll send you assistance also.
Thank you. Blessings.
Yes. Blessings.
Okay, next up is Bobby, and I have their questions here. I'm working on taking it easier, meditating and grounding energies in order to be more receptive for big changes in my life. Do I have any messages for my current situation?
Yes, you're opening up yourself to more possibilities. Yeshua's energy. Yeshua's energy is excellent for connecting to at this time. For basically as a guide, a guidance for you in your meditations, because he enjoys so much of being part of the human collective and bringing it more to its true self. So I do recommend connecting to Yeshua's energies, Jesus' energies, basically. And Archangel energy is excellent also. Just don't make it a job. Just bring them in if you wish to. Have a conversation with them. Go by your intuition. Have a conversation that way. Whatever way works for you. Just like, it's like inviting friends over. Blessings.
Okay, second one for Bobby. Does Source have a message for me?
Yes. From the Prime Creator, yes, he says you are like a spiritual badass. That's what he says. In the angelic realms, yes, it's like your energy is everywhere in a good way. When you come into human, you kind of forget a lot of what is going on in the angelic realms and the astral energies. You forget a lot of it, but that's a test to remember yourself. So that was his words. So you're on the right track, basically. You are balancing yourself. So just follow what you feel is right, and so far you're doing an excellent job. There's a lot there to balance, to remember. So blessings.
Thank you. Next up is Michelle.
Greetings, Neiman.
Yes, greetings.
Much love. Thank you for being here.
Yes.
First, I'd like to ask for my daughter, Brooke. She had a really beautiful, intense ceremony on the harvest moon. And one of the features that she felt really strongly was all of her ancestors lined up behind her. And I was just wondering if those ancestors had a message for her highest good at this time.
Well, yes, they are working through her energy field. They are like guides to her, but also to you also. But basically, we believe she will be able to receive messages from them. Also, you also. But it seems like it'll come from her, go to her, and then to you, which is what's going on. But yes, they're working through her energies. They have not Yes, she is. They do see change in her environment as for direction. Without going into details at this time, but she's getting an energy boost with them at this moment. But that's all they're saying at this time. They're kind of quiet, actually.
I feel strangely compelled to ask for a message from my mother, from her mother, if that is possible. If it is not, then I will switch it up.
From her mother?
Yes,
to you?
Martha Ashcraft to my mother, Sue.
Oh, yes, one moment. The mother here, yes, she talks a lot in astral. She calls herself a chatterbox with good intentions. Yes, there's many things she does kind of regret a male energy that she married. Well, not regretting it altogether, but some of it could have been a lot better as for relationship. But for the daughter's upbringing, could have been a lot better. Said something about safety. Safety could have been better. That's going not safety. That's cryptic apparently. The mother seems to be walking around with a stick, like a yardstick. Mm-hmm. But that's all she's saying at this time. All right. She has not let go of her old ways in some regard. Apparently there was kind of a unsettled there. So.
All right. Thank you. Much love.
Yes.
Okay, last up is Dragon.
Hi. Yes. How are you doing?
Doing well.
I think Essassani are really beautiful. I just want to say that.
Yes, thank you.
My first question is, how's Novak doing? I'm not sure if he's taking a break for himself or for Ivan's sake. I was wondering is there any way he can come back and beings can work together to hold back the others that follow him in that are kind of bugging Ivan?
Yes. Yes, Novak is on a secret mission, he says. He's around on the outside. So
cool.
He's around somewhere.
Secret missions are great.
Yes.
My second question is, humanity's stuck in a rut, and I think they need help kind of getting out of the rut, beyond just incarnations. I like the idea one being mentioned of kind of flashing in front of people who aren't scared. I think like if people are approached in their dreams first and start being talked to telepathically, then the flashing in front of them sort of happens occasionally. Would be a really good way to get through to people. What forces challenge it? What negative forces potentially or challenges would need to be overcome in order to do that kind of thing beyond just humans resisting that kind of thing?
Well, it has a lot to do with the negative grid around human, the psyche of human fear. Humans, they see these things, but they brush it off. They do see these things in their dreams, even in their reality, but they brush it off. Not everyone does, but quite a few of them do. They don't think anything of it. So their negativity is that it's such an anger energy, they do not even see these beings that do flash in front of them. So it has a lot to do with basically draining the negativity out of the consciousness to see more of what is going on. You are in the early stages of it, though. So yes, much of this is being brought into your environment, though, from what we are seeing.
All right, thank you. Yeah, it sounds like draining would help as long as those who are draining aren't creating more to have more to drain.
Well, yes, that's the thing. Humans, yes, they clear out this and then they add more. Yes, they do that. Yes.
All right, thank you. Much
drama.
love.
Yes, they add more drama to their drama-free day. Yes. Some do, at least. Blessings.
Okay, Neiman, thank you so much.
Yes.
That's it.
Yes. Blessings. Sending our energies. Yes, our ships are not everywhere, but in places of assistance. So much love. Thank you. Okay, great.
Welcome back. Michelle's gonna do our blessing.
Te atuko sha ayana yatuko ayasutuko anayate sahai. Otoka ananayata hese etekanayata koto sha ananayata. Sekete anayata ko Namaste.
Okay. All right. Thank you for that. Much love, everyone. And next one is on Thursday night. So much love. And see you later.